Well, Nants, welcome. Nants is an educator at NHL Stenden, University of Applied Sciences here in the region, and I'll give her the space to introduce herself in a bit. But one of the fields that Nants is working on is wicked assignments, and on that topic, she'll take you on a little exercise today. And yeah, just to also get your brains going, not only have you watch us. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. From all that she's told me, I'm sometimes a little bit jealous of her students. Nants.
Yeah, Nants is calling herself an educational rebel. Nants, why do you call yourself an educational rebel?
Yeah, I by my age, I should be more mild probably, but I still feel like that. Like it is, I just love education, and I see a lot of barriers and things I would like to change. And as patience is not my middle name, yeah, there's a lot I would like to change and do it faster than it's been happening now. So that's like, I try to push against those barriers and put question marks on the way we do that. And luckily there's a lot changing, and this RCE network is part of that. So yeah.
And you brought for us a little exercise. As a teacher, you said, well, then I do want to have an educational intervention. Can you explain a little bit about what we're going to do now with all our participants?
Yes. Okay. Does that mean that I'm starting it, or do you have more questions? Okay, good.
Now, you want to say more about yourself, maybe?
No. Just
go ahead.
Let's get started. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, welcome to this short, what I call a wicked assignment. I have to give credits to a professor in the States, Christopher Lynn, who actually gave me the basis for this this exercise we're going to do together. Yeah, this day started already with like pointing out we need all the talents and all the imaginative power we have to make a change. And what Daria so beautifully said, I was really touched by her poem, was like, okay, yeah, do we want to go back to where we were before? No, we that's where the things like, okay, that's not okay, and let's thrive for a new life. But before that, we have to, I think, shake off some of those barriers, those beliefs, those fears, the spoken, the barriers we've spoken about many times, but also the unspoken, maybe our anger. And I want to do that with you, just to start off this day. Like there's going to be happening a lot of head, but also the heart and the hands. And let's shake off some of that barriers we are carrying, and so that we can have as open heart, open as wide as possible, the brain is open as wide as possible, and our hands like, okay, let's get going. And before that, I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm going to take you a bit through some examples who are possibly quite off topic, but show you the idea of turning things around. And because we all have good intentions, I believe, even those who we think are doing the wrong things. This, for example, is a statue made by a very enthusiastic fan of Ronaldo. You all know him. And his name is Santos, and he is a self-made artist. And he got an assignment from, I believe, Ronaldo himself, who wanted to have a sort of cheerful statue. And so, yeah, okay, he made that. And this is what, and there was a lot of criticism about that. But he had good intentions, of course. So it's also like, and then someone made it to turn it around and said, okay, if that's the statue, then how would Ronaldo look? And then he would look like this. And then we think, oh, that's not the way it's supposed to be. But yeah, it does give us a different look to, okay, this is how Santos looks, and now Ronaldo looks like that. So what do we do when we make a statue from a person and then make a person from the statue? So that's about getting things to turn around. And then there's also, like in what's called, for example, the designer's world, the context. Yes, this is like, okay, if you take something and make it worse in designer's world, and I hopefully those of you who are working in that, like, take in the shock of this font, Comic Sans, which is considered in that context a really bad font, use of letter types. But I know many people who think this is beautiful because they like the colors, or they like that. So it's also based on in what context is something considered bad, and is it that really bad? So these are a few examples, and now I want to take you on the 3 levels Max and Helentje have scheduled around this day. Is like, we use the head, we use the heart, we use the hands, but we also go to regional level, school level, and personal level. And let's start with the first question I want to ask you, because we're going to take something and make it worse. And let's go as far as you can do this. What would be your ideas, answers, suggestions? How can you make schools as unsustainable and as inefficient as possible? I really like you to use your doodle canvas you got, and there's this cloud. We're going to make word clouds. Please join us at this Slido, and then you get to the word cloud. And but before that, I'd like you to just take 2 minutes and to write down as many ideas as possible. And I will time it. And when the 2 minutes are gone by, have passed, I'll get you back, and then we'll ask you to put your best, which is your worst idea is the best, to put in that Slido. So please start writing as many ideas as possible. And can you get back the questions again, like the question Yilda or Thomas? Yes, that one. How can you make schools as unsustainable and inefficient as possible? 2 minutes starting now.
Nou, wat denk je? What do you think about it?
And just go as far as you can. Everything is possible. Make it as unsustainable and inefficient as possible. And when you have an idea, think of the next, and the next, and the next. One minute left. You should have had a really bad music too now, right at this moment, to make this. Okay, 30 seconds left. And time. Okay. And now please go to that Slido word cloud, and I believe you have to, Yildo, can you put that, how they can enter the
Slido.com code?
Yeah, yes, that one. Okay. And please decide of the ideas you have, like what is your worst idea? Like if that would happen, that would be the worst, which is in this case, the best idea. And can you mention, put that in this slido.com, please, so we can see what ideas you come up with. Ah, look at that. No teacher, no personalization of learning, underfunding. Oh yeah. Make it all about earning money. Oh, wow. Yeah. Free meat sandwiches during lunch. Good. No teacher. Okay. Buy plastic. No teachers. Again, like knowledge, but no action. Yeah. Okay. Too far away from where the people live. Oh, make it a factory. Yes. Good people that, yeah. Good ideas of making it worse. Yes. Is there someone amongst you who would, and I wonder how the technique works, but we'll find that out. Is there someone who would like to say a bit more about his or her idea? Is that possible then to raise a hand?
Or just shout out, you can
Oh, yeah.
unmute yourself and just talk.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe Maurijn wants to comment. Maurijn O'Day.
Well, thank you. I start my video. I don't see anything, but I hope you hear me.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
Yeah, I think if we go on like we do, is the worst thing to do, maybe.
Yeah, go on the way we do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What was your entry? That was your entry. Go on like
I think so. Yeah.
Good.
I tried to do it, but I don't know if it's really succeeded. I don't see it, but it's
okay. Well, we have your entry now anyway. Thank you.
True.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. Thank you, people. Let's move on to the next level. And that is the regional level. So the next question is, how can you turn your region into a horrible place to live in? It may ache to answer this question. Please be careful with your heart, but it is interesting to see what comes up. Again, I give you 2 minutes to think of as many ideas possible. And this question is, how can you turn your region into a horrible place to live in? And yeah, go ahead and make that brain dump and heart dump. How can you turn your region into a horrible place to live? And hopefully it is something that you find hard to think about as in that way, but it is like giving space to that, what is maybe a fear or an actual threat or some unspoken beliefs, whatever. How can you turn your region into a horrible place to live? 30 seconds left. Make as many as possible.
Don't know if it's about me, but I can't join the poll now. The new question.
Okay, that's maybe
I see
Yildo
that.
can.
It should be available now.
Okay.
I see the answers.
Yeah,
on the
there
screen.
are already people putting in their worst idea. It's anonymous, people, so yes, and the 2 minutes are, yeah, it's time. So please put your worst idea, cut all trees. Ow, yes, that's okay. Yeah, no nature. Yeah. Oh, there are more people with the trees. Yeah, it's no building restrictions, money making. Put a dictator in. Oh, where it's now it's gone to some. I was just reading it and now it's somewhere else. But oh yeah, in power of the village, dictator. Burn trash. Huge schools and cities. Yes. No biodiversity. Uncontrolled land use. Oh, create tension between groups, yes. Ooh, spread rumors. Interesting. Okay, is there someone who would like to say a bit more about his or her entry? I don't see the people at the moment on my screen, so maybe what Helene just did is point out someone because she can see them maybe, but maybe someone likes to say something about this.
Yeah, I think, Daria, you must see things here mentioned that come to your imagination of how to make a horrible place out of the region. Can you give us a small reaction if you're here with us?
Oh, you don't see the people either, probably, Helene.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe Anja is still there. Anja from Berlin. Anja Scheffers.
Yes, I'm still there. Why?
What did you write down? How you imagine your region to be a horrible place?
I had also technical problems, kind of, but in the end I wrote more concrete, less trees or something, or green, and more parking lots or something. That's it. I didn't have more time. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's good. There's a lot of nature seems to be a very, very big part, and also like is how we treat each other. So that's the bridge to the last question. No, one but last question I have for you, and that's the level of the personal level. So again, 2 minutes in on as many ideas as possible is how can we screw up relationships the most. Starting now, and go ahead and like what are your worst ideas about that?
In my case, I cannot see yet the question to enter my answers. Maybe there's a technical problem.
No, we just opened that after the 2 minutes because we would like you to write down as many ideas as possible for yourself. So then you can, and so that you have more than one idea, and then you can decide for yourself which is your worst idea. That's why. So please write as many ideas as possible about this question. How can we screw up our relationships the most? And then after 40 seconds, that we open the Slido and you can enter your worst idea. Okay, final 10 seconds. Yes, and time's up. And please enter your. There they go. Yeah. Commit to Netflix 24/7. Yes. Oh, yeah. Betrayed trust. Yeah. Stop listening. Yes. Oh, I see that. Yeah, it's physical abuse. Yeah. Okay, there's a lot going on there too. Yes. Wow. Work online. Oh, that's interesting too. Like we're working online right now, so that's an interesting thing. Is like I hear you talk, Helentje. Yeah, just that you know.
It's also a way to screw up relations.
Yeah, exactly. Because we are all listening.
This morning, gossiping.
Yes.
Nants is listening to us.
Because we are listening. Yes. Wow. Many ideas. And yeah, I don't know how it is with you, but it's like with asking these questions, it's like I feel like it touches my heart. It's like, oh, there's so many things going on. Actually, what's happening right now? And we feel and we know it screws up our relationships. So there's a lot going on. Let's make this day one with like all these things not happening and actually emphasizing on listening and be interested in each other. And that's like the final question I would like you to answer, and you can do, that's the wrap up, and you can go immediately to the next word cloud we are making, and that's the final question. What is the strongest barrier we need to overcome that you have detected right now? And that can be in all three levels, like the school level, the regional level, or the personal level. But what is the strongest barrier you have detected right now and we need to overcome, in your opinion? And there's the first is distrust. And please, yes, isolation, collaboration. Yeah. These are all, well, collaboration can be also on school and regional level. Fear. Yeah. Communication. Yes, there's a lot going on in that area of the personal level, which of course is also in schools, happening in schools and regional levels too. Please keep on putting your entry and the barrier, and just know that this will be, in the end of the day, it will be something Max will bring back into the wrap up of the total day. Is like, maybe your ideas about that have changed. Maybe you've seen that you've been working on these barriers. We've been working on these barriers. So that's the, I would like everybody to invite now to, okay, now we've shaken off all these things, and now let's have a great day in collaborating, in doing just not what we actually have spoken out to, because we now have given space to that. So thank you for now and have a wonderful day. And we'll be joining you
Thank
in
you,
several
Nants.